Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. What's going on, y'all? What is going on? As you can see, I am not in my normal settings, surroundings. I've kind of been in and out over here on YouTube, Facebook, streaming all around, right? Instagram, all the places I normally be, I haven't been there. And I hope that everybody is doing well. Hope all is well with everybody. Let me go ahead and change my background out. Cancel. Let's see. All right. All right. So, yeah, I hope everybody is doing well. Looking for sunshine in Washington. Yeah, I'm looking for sunshine in California. I think everybody is looking for sunshine. Honestly, it has been unnaturally cold. Other than that, I hope all is well with all of my cousins. If ain't nobody told y'all today that they love you, I love you, okay? And regardless of what I got going on, I want to show up and let you know that I love you, as well as, put my cousins up on some game. I think we can all use that. Let me go ahead and just set this up real quick, and then I'll go ahead and get started. Get my other cousins on the platform. I'll get started, and then we'll go ahead and, do our thing on thing. I'll let y'all go ahead back to what it is that you're doing, we're doing, could be doing, should be doing, would be doing. Sound like a deal? All right, let me see if I can open this. Google. I think it's called Google Gemini. Get this pulled up. All right, create personalities. Okay, cool. All right, so we're ready to rock and roll. Let me get my other cousins in over here, and it's go time. What's going on, Instagram cousins? It is your girl, Dr. Worlds. I'm coming by here for just a quick moment. Want to kind of go over some things that are happening that we all should be aware of. I promise it's going to be about 5-10 minutes long on that, and then some opportunities. Okay, the reason why I titled this "Beat Them at Their Own Game" is because there is a game that is being played right here and right now, and a lot of people are losing the game because they don't know how to play the game in order to get in the game and win the game, right? Or be successful in the game, So I want to go over a couple things that I think we should be definitely aware of, starting with, I think it's this Sunday. I want to say the 14th. I believe that is going to be this upcoming weekend. Supposedly, And I've been keeping up with it, here and there. I have some other things going on right now that requires my immediate attention, but I have saw it in passing. The Atlas, the comet that's on a collision course to Earth, that they said it wasn't going to affect Earth, but now it's doing its own little thing. They cannot put their finger on it scientifically. They don't know what the hell's going on, pretty much, basically, in our modern day terminology. They don't know what's going on, but we do know that there is something happening. There are catastrophic floods happening, you know, back towards the Midwest, the South, on the West Coast. It is absolutely freezing, freezing like unnaturally freezing, like we have, the South Pole somewhere nearby. California doesn't ever get this cold. That's one thing I can say about Florida and California. If you want to go somewhere and get sunshine 90% of the 12 months, then California and Florida is going to be those places where you can go and get you some sunshine. It has been unstreamily extra cold, unusually cold. And they say that, the weather is being altered because of this comet. Now, the reason why I mention it is because I've been paying attention to it as much as I need to so that I can be aware of what's going on. Donald Trump comes out and say him and the team that works behind the scenes, him, Elon Musk, all them people that work behind the scenes, all the people, scientists, etc., is now warning people that this weekend, December the 14th, the sun will not give its light. I'm gonna let y'all hear so I don't butcher it, okay? I saved it just for us. So you can hear it from his mouth. He can explain it better than I ever could. But just want my people to be prepared, okay? The sun can shut off. That's what he called it, right? Let me see if I can pull this up over here for y'all to see it. I don't like really sharing some of these videos because they come from my video because I'm sharing the video. Let's see what they got going on. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me share this. All right, let me refresh it real quick. I'm gonna let y'all. Let me turn this around so y'all can see too.
Appear. This Sunday, December 14th at 3:47 p.m., the sun may shut down completely, according to an urgent briefing confirmed by the president earlier today. He stated that scientists are tracking a solar anomaly with no known explanation, something that is not an eclipse, not an alignment, and not part of any recognized astronomical pattern. Experts warn the light could vanish instantly, as if the sky itself were switched off. In the past 2 days, people across multiple U.S. states, including Arizona, Florida, Ohio, California, and New York, have reported a strange glare in the sky and a noticeable dimming of daylight. Major observatories across the country now admit that something nationwide and unprecedented is unfolding. If the blackout occurs, temperatures may crash within minutes, cities could fall into complete darkness, and an unnatural silence may spread across the country.
Okay, so I'm not going to play a whole lot of it because, like I said, I don't want them coming for my video. But, Donald Trump said it in the beginning of the video. He's putting the American people on alert. And I'm sure that's why it's been as cold, unusually cold, as it has been here lately, all across the United States, even in the warm temperature places. Okay. So, in case you need, to get some extra, you might need some extra warming blankets. You might need some, generators. You might need some extra heaters. You might need oil lamps. You might need to be prepared. Okay? Just, you might need to be prepared. It's better to be prepared than to not be prepared. And whether you believe in this type of stuff or not, I don't take no chances. And the reason why I don't is because I played that type of game once before in Texas. Most people don't know this unless you've been following me since the snow, because I have a lot of people that has followed me since they call it the snow video. Went viral. I'm from the West Coast, living in Texas. They gave these warnings. Hey, go out, get your stuff. It's going to be unusually cold, snow, whoopty whoop, wah wah wah, right? We went out, got a little bit of stuff. We had some things that uh, we had in reserve. We had a generator. We thought we were pretty prepared until the snow came and the power was out 7 days. And there was no starting up, no generator. We didn't have the right kind, the kind that ran by gas outside in the snow, freezing. We were so unprepared. We realized just how unprepared we were. If it was not by God's grace and us going to a hotel, the hotels were all booked up. There was no food on the store shelves. It was chaotic. We watched people pass away from drinking pool water. There was no fresh water. There was no clean water. We watched people pass away from trying to heat their houses with a barbecue grill. All the carbon monoxide killing whole families, whole households. We saw people in panic mode, and that was a wake up call for me, literally. So it's better to be prepared than to not be prepared. Okay. I'm coming from the West Coast, not even really thinking about, snow and all of that type of stuff. So we had some things, but we found out real fast how unprepared we were not. So with that being said, just wanted to take a couple minutes to explain and express to you. If you get ahead of the curve, okay, you will not be crushed. If you stay ahead of the things that are happening and going on in the America, in America and abroad, if you are watching and praying so you know how to move, then you'll be a-okay. The people that will, you know, suffer the worst is the unprepared people. We've all been given the same amount of time. We've all been given the same amount of information. Nothing is hidden. We've all been given the same resources, same tools, etc. We all have the same opportunity, regardless. Get ahead of a lot of the stuff that is happening. Get ahead of that. I wanted to show another video because this is also what's happening. And I believe that you should be very much so aware so that you can be very much so prepared. Okay? Let me just go ahead and can I share this one again? Hold on. This right here is the future. And I just want to let you see it in real time. This right here is the future. If you don't get ahead of this, you're going to get crushed. If you don't learn how to use this, if you don't know how to, you know, get in the game and win, you will be crushed. Let me turn down the music, okay? It's just some techno beats. But this is the future that we are coming into. Ran by robots, everything. Let me go ahead and replay it again from the beginning so you can see in its entirety. This thing is vlogging, okay? It's doing construction work. It's performing CPR. It knows how to do jitsu or kung fu. It's a police. It gambles. It's vlogging. Okay? It's walking down the beach. Listen. It's cooking. It's operating on people. This is what is getting ready to be walking around us, men and women, in the next couple of months. Okay? I shared this, but since it was right here on the screen, I want to share it again. This is what's getting ready to replace millions of people. It has already happened. It has already started. It has already began. We are delayed. Okay? That's why they're coming out with it openly, more bluntly. Hey, it's here and it's now. If you don't learn how to use this, it will use you. Moving along, because I said I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time, okay? Just wanted y'all to see what you up against. And you see who named Elon Musk. These are just his robots. They call humanoid robots, but those are just his robots. Let me go down and show you this other video. Pull this one up here. Now, this brother is explaining this from a perspective that you need to get on board. I 100% agree. I'm not going to play the whole video because I don't want to be hit with, you sharing people's videos or whatever the case may be. But there's a message in the message, and I want to play the message in the message. Okay? And go ahead and restart this. And the caption says, Phase 3 is near. The part that I want you to hear is Eric Trump, Donald Trump's son, what he's about to say about what we're doing, and how fast this is happening. Let's roll.
Oh, y'all niggas, man. Didn't I tell y'all that Trump and the family's about to put trillions of dollars? Just listen to this shit.
Hey friends, Eric Trump. Welcome to American Bitcoin. It's a little sneak peek of our facility in Texas using American energy to mine Bitcoin right here on American soil. We could not be more proud of this facility. 35,000 of these servers right here, all liquid cooled, securing the network, mining Bitcoin. Every single day we mine about 2% of the world's Bitcoin supply, and we safeguard it every single day. So when people say that cryptocurrency is intangible, it's not. It's very tangible. And this right here, guys, is living proof.
I'm going to stop it right there. I might refresh it in case y'all missed any little bit of that. Hi, beloved. How are you? I'm going to replay that again for you. This is one of the facilities that they are building in Texas. I have the actual video on my phone because it's not far from my home. Okay. These crypto digital facilities that are popping up is not only just for, to supply and distribute cryptocurrency. It is also to track and monitor we the people. Okay. It's putting in a system so that it be able to aggressively, according to Donald Trump, go look it up on Google. I'm just going to point you in a direction. Go type in these keywords. Donald Trump, or Trump's big beautiful bill, allows biometrics. Those are the only keywords you need to put in, and you will see that in his big beautiful bill that he passed in June or July, it gave legal right to speed up these data control centers. That's one of them. They have these for mining crypto, and then they have these for socially monitoring every American, all in the name of trying to keep people out of the United States of America. How that even makes sense, I don't know. Okay. They are setting the stage. I'm going to let y'all hear that one more time, and then I'm going to go over to about one or two more other articles. And just want to put y'all up on game. What's going on? Pay attention. Robots replacing your jobs by the masses. They're making 1 million of those humanoid robots that you just seen doing CPR, that you just seen doing construction. They are making 1 million of those every single year from January 2026, next month, all the way up to 2030. By 2030, it will be so many of them that have populated, right? That they will now have the technology to repopulate themselves. If y'all don't understand how this stuff is trying to play God, I don't even know if you'll ever understand. Because when God created us in the beginning, He told us to be fruitful and multiply and fill up the earth. That's why men and women have children. God created us in His image, and then we're supposed to continue to recreate God in His image and likeness through our children, through the seed that He has given us to repopulate the earth. Now, AI, artificial intelligence, is doing this. Artificial intelligence. Oh man, hold on. I said I didn't want to take a whole bunch of time with this, but I just think y'all need to see this. Okay? Just think y'all need to see this. Do with it what you want. Let me say that. Let me say that. Let me say that. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all hear this again, and I'm gonna share a couple other things with you. Okay. Let me go back and.
Oh, y'all niggas, man. Didn't I tell y'all that Trump and the family's about to put trillions of dollars? Just listen to this shit.
Hey friends, Eric Trump. Welcome to American Bitcoin. Full sneak peek of our facility in Texas using American energy to mine Bitcoin right here on American soil. We could not be more proud of this facility. 35,000 of these servers right here, all liquid cooled, securing the network, mining Bitcoin. Every single day we mine about 2% of the world's Bitcoin supply, and we safeguard it every single day. So when people say that cryptocurrency is intangible, it's not. It's very tangible. And this right here, guys, is living proof.
Let me make.
Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. The number one stocks. I mean, not even based off of what he just said, but we're gonna use what he just said to give you some game. I've been saying this for I know a little over a year. When they start making their own financial system, go look it up. World Liberty Services. That is owned by the Donald Trumps. They created their own financial system. Cryptocurrency is the new currency. It is now backed by federal regulations, all this other stuff, right? I started talking about it a year ago. Why? Because you could be super duper rich if you knew what right stocks to invest in, if you knew what type of crypto coin you should purchase. A lot of us are not aware, right? Even if you, hey, I don't want to have nothing to do with crypto, I don't want to have nothing to do with the stock market, whatever the case may be, we are commanded that the wealth of the wicked is stored up for us. Even if you got to get in and get out, that is your assignment. You don't have to like it. Do your job. Get in, take the wealth that the wicked is storing up for themselves and bring it back to the communities, to the people, and the places that it should be, put into. Kingdom of God, righteousness, providing home and services for our brethren, making sure everybody have meals and a living quarter and utilities, etc. That's what we're supposed to be doing with the funding. Building something. Same way they building a system, we're supposed to be building a system that keeps us from being a part of this system. Okay? So that uses a lot of energy, a lot of energy. He just said it in the first beginning. So the very first stock that I would invest in is an energy stock. Okay. I would also invest in anything with technology, AI technology. These are just some stocks that I'm telling you is going to make people billionaires. Two types of people. I always tell y'all that. People that instead of getting poorer, poorer, poorer because they don't know how to play the game. And the people that's going to be set forever because they do. That's the only difference between them versus us. If we play the same games that they play, we have the same things that they have. It's not a black or a white thing. If you are willing to play, to learn the game that they're playing, then you can play the game that they're playing and win. Bottom line. If you don't, you stay on this side, locked out, not knowing, poor, broke, struggling, busted, disgusted. Why? Because you looking from the sidelines. You don't know how to play the game. Therefore, all you can do is sit and watch. So it's happening. So for those who are in crypto, he talks about Dogecoin. He talks about certain coins. If I'm going to invest in crypto, I'm going to invest in the crypto coins that he has. Why? Because first of all, he's a genius when it comes to marketing. He doesn't even need to do that but breathe and everything's Trump everywhere, right? But secondly, you're creating the first cryptocurrency financial system in America that is dominant over other international crypto facilities and systems. He did this on purpose so that he can still remain the superpower. America will remain the superpower in the world when it comes to this. So even if you don't like this stuff, you need to start learning about it and then successfully includes. You don't got to go read no encyclopedia. Oh, y'all is investing a lot of money into ICE and prison facilities. We may not agree. We may don't like what they're doing. But my money is not political. My wealth is not political. My wealth is not racist. My wealth is not, no. Do you know everybody who gets wealthy? I'm not talking about rich with money. I'm talking about wealthy, set for life. Always get set for life during a recession or a depression or economic collapse or something like that, a pandemic. Everybody who always prospers in the worst of times. The housing market crash, the automobile market crash. We have a lot of things crashing right now at this point in time. And there's going to be two types of people that come out of this. Those that got ahead of it, learn the game so they can get in the game and play the game. Are those who sat on the sidelines and they lost because they never tried to even learn what must I do different to get out of this situation I've been in for so long. It's not working for me. I have to do something different. And you are going to pay in your life. Either way, you're going to pay. You're going to pay somebody to teach you how to get out of this rat race and how to learn the game so I can play the game, because this rat race ain't working for me. Or you're going to pay with your life to stay in the rat race. Always going to be a liability. Always going to be a double deposit for you. Always going to be a no, you got denied. Always going to be a no, you can't live here. Always going to be a no, we can't extend you or loan you or lend you this. It's always going to be that because you choose not to learn how to play the game. Okay, let me go over to my next couple of things and I'm going to leave this alone. Just wanted to bring y'all up on game. Pay attention. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Sleeping beauties. Okay, do something now that your tomorrow is going to be very proud. It's not about today. You can work a 9 to 5 for the day. If that's your thing. If you don't like making money while you sleep, work a 9 to 5. That takes care of today. But what about your tomorrow? Your job is not safeguarded. You don't even know if you'll have a job tomorrow. You know how many people got called in or on a Zoom, invited to a Zoom and say, you know what? Here's a severance package. We're going to pay you for the next 2 weeks. But after that, we don't know what you're going to do. We're modifying, our restructuring. That's the word they're using. We're restructuring. And unfortunately, you're not a part of that restructuring. Then what do you do? So you know how many people is needing help right now because they don't know what to do? 2 weeks. What about my rent next month? What about my this next month, my car payment? Now they are panicking. They don't know what to do. It was too busy to work on their credit, so they can't leverage that. At least if I ain't got no money, let me have good credit that I can leverage. I gotta make wise moves because they out here making moves that are working against me. They're not working for you. They're working against you. And if y'all don't think that they are setting up a system, then tell me why, oh why. Let me go here first. Hold on, let me take this out. Because I need these. Okay. My Alaska digital ID. Hold on. All right, here we go. If they're not pushing an agenda and a system, then why is everybody around the world, okay? Around the world. I'm going to pull this up first so you can see it, and then I'm going to go to the article, okay? My Alaska, welcome right here. My Alaska is a system for secure single sign-on and signature for citizens, or an authentication and electronic signature systems allowing citizens to interact with each other, and banking institutions and doctors and rental properties. Why in the hell would you need a digital system that every citizen, now y'all do know Alaska is a part of the United States, yes or yes? I know y'all didn't just think that this was only happening in the UK. It's becoming mandatory that you have a digital ID. Did y'all know, because I had to recently go to the DMV, that if you do not have a real ID, not only can you not fly in America, you can't go from Florida to Louisiana, or from Dallas to LA, or from New York to Las Vegas. No, you cannot even fly in this country. But not only that, you cannot enter any federal buildings. Cannot enter into Social Security building, can't enter into the IRS building. You cannot enter into any federal building without having this real ID, which is a digital ID. You cannot even go into the DMV anymore and get a replacement of your driver's license or a DMV report. You want to know where you got to go? To a QR code, a mobile app, and that is the only place you can ask for a replacement or a driver's license renewal. Only thing you can go to the DMV and do is take a driver's test or inquire about your tags, something like that. Pay them their fees if you owe them. So why are all these Why is Africa, the United Kingdom, Canada, Alaska, if you go look on there and say, is there any states in the United States that require, and I know it is, okay, Utah, with their whole digital system, the Social Security, making everybody go online digitally. There's no more paper checks being mailed out. This is done on purpose. This is done on purpose for a purpose. And the purpose is not in your best interest. Just so you know. Let me stop the share there and I'll go back over here to where I needed to go to. And then we'll go ahead and get up off of this, okay? I have so many inboxes. My. All right. Alaska is moving forward with its My Alaska, what I just showed you, digital identity system. It is an AI digital ID that can manage your identity, your payments, and 300 plus state services. Reading, filing, even transacting for you. They claim it's all about efficiency, but it's really centralization on autopilot. Okay. Alaska plots AI-driven digital identity payment and biometric data system. Somebody say mark of the beast. I mean, ain't no sugarcoating it. It's the mark of the beast. Everybody got to get in the system. This actually right here is not the mark of the beast. It is a system for the mark of the beast, which is coming. Get everybody in these systems. They don't have systems of their own. They need us. Why do you think these billionaires are creating their own financial systems? Mighty funny that they don't want to be a part of this system. So now they're creating their own systems. Mark Zuckerberg, all the technology, you know what I'm saying? All of the stuff that they're investing in, their own systems. Well, hey, if AI is going to come over and take over stuff, we might as well be on the other end. You're going to have to come through us to take over. So we might as well be on this end. This man is buying up so many data centers, so much energy. His money is long in the energy sector. Seriously. Okay. And the real, I don't even know if I should say this on here. Okay. But I got evidence. The real reason why these systems is going up in place is so that they may be able to track who is trackable and who isn't trackable. And I'll give you a hint. Something they pushed in 2020 heavily for everybody to do. They will know who did and who did not. When people was out there sounding the alarm way back then saying, hey, this stuff got some stuff in it that the street lights and stuff could illuminate within you. We were called conspiracy theorists. We were called all kinds of stuff. When they came and said some of the adjectives inside of some of that stuff is called Lucifer race, I said, oh, hell no. Lucifer race? Lucifer race. So Lucifer has a race. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will. Yeah. And not only do I pass, and this ain't no shade to nobody, because I'm not God, I'm not you, I don't know your conditions. I'm just speaking from my perspective. When I first started telling everybody, they set the stage. And the crazy part about it is we've had time because God gave us time. We've had time because God gave us time. He was kind enough to give us time and still giving us a little bit of time, like a little bitty time left. Okay. I want to show y'all this one last thing for now. I have so much of this stuff. We will have to sit down and have a day, but there have been so many things that have happened that you guys are not aware of because I don't bring all my business to the internet. Okay, but there has been a lot of things happen. Literally, we watched somebody die in our faces from a overdose. Our little people have been affected and infected with some type of, I mean, they had green gob coming out of their eyes. All of our little people. My third child was hospitalized for complications with her heart. My daughter's fiance, her son's father, wrecked and had a terrible, nasty 4-car crash and fighting for life. It has been so much that I have not had the time to literally just come out here and share this stuff with y'all. But babes, it's a 911 urgency. You must do something for yourself. And it's not only good enough for you to do something with yourself, but please gather with like-minded individuals because that's how we're going to preserve and sustain ourselves. Now, Instacart AI technology is hiking prices as much as 20% for the same item. New study reveals. If I go on the app and look at a price, it's going to give me one price. If you go on the app and look at a price, it's going to give you a price. Nevertheless, my price going to differentiate from your price. However, it's still going to be hiked for both of us. And you know who's behind this? AI. Don't tell me AI out here scamming people. How do you say AI is out here scamming people without saying AI is out here scamming people? Telling you the people that got in front of this. Okay? People that got in front of this are really, really, really prospering. They're prospering off the ignorance of people who don't know this stuff. Okay? Oops, hold on. Let me go back down. What did I do? Let me just go back to that. Online grocery delivery service Instacart use AI to charge different prices for the same item, up to 20% more for different shoppers, a new report says. An investigation from Consumer Reports and Groundwork Collaborative revealed Tuesday that Instacart displayed different prices on the same household staples sold at well-known stores, including Albertson, Costco, Kroger, Safeway, and Target. The report said customers are unknowingly part of a widespread AI-enabled experiment. How y'all feel about that? You out here being pimped and scammed and taken advantage of by AI. Terrible. People that own these sites, I mean, what could you do? What could you do? And if it's showing up in the food, then you can only imagine, I'm sure it's showing up in the insurance, electricity, cell phone bills, uh, things that we normally use, Wi-Fi, things that we normally use. I'm sure it's there as well. Sure it's there as well. So with that being said, cousins, I done spent a lot more time than I wanted to, but I just think these are some things that you should be aware of. This is the stuff that is replacing you. This is the stuff that is taking advantage. This is the stuff that is prospering people. Like, you just become an overnight gazillionaire, literally. Literally, you can become an overnight gazillionaire. I want to show you. I want to show you. Hold on one second. One second. Let me open up a little chat. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me type up something and show y'all. Demonstrate. Hold on, y'all. I'm almost done. Okay, let me see if it gives me exactly what I need. Hold on. Can you give me the prompt for this where I can just copy and paste into story. Okay, so I had to get my prompt together, just going right off the head. Okay, I want you to see exactly what I'm about to do. I went to ChatGPT and I told it I'm about to create a storybook, and this is exactly what I want. Shorter version, prompt in. No, this is what I want right here. So I asked it for a prompt, right? Because it's all about prompting. It's all about prompting. If you tell it exactly what you want it to do, it's going to give you exactly what you asked it to give to you. Okay, so you got to be detailed in your prompting. Now, I want to share with you how I would make, since AI is making millionaires, this is how I would make some money. Me personally, this is one of the ways that I would make money. Just showing you how easy it is to make money in minutes and why people are becoming millionaires overnight. Literally. Okay? Literally. Creating apps, whatever the case may be. Let me see if this is it. What did I do with it? Let me close this out. Let me take this out. Okay. Hold on, let me get the thought I had already pulled it up, had it up. Let's see, story. Okay, so, okay, here we go. Start your story. Okay, now I'm just gonna turn on my camera. Yeah. All right. So storybook. Okay. I'm coming in here and I am just putting in a prompt. I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, hey, I want to make a story about X, Y, and Z. Could you give me the prompt? I want you to give me the scenes and all of that because I really don't want to even think about it. I'm just telling you the overall. If I say I want to make a storybook about eating healthy, about women dealing with postpartum depression, about fixing your credit, about how to get funding, how to budget my money, it could be about anything. This is just what I told it I'm looking for. It's something off the top, right? So this is my prompt. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just hit submit. And this is what I could put out there and start making money in minutes, literally. Okay. Again, here's my entire prompt, and it's taking exactly what I asked it to do and creating me a storybook. This is something that you guys could use. It's Christmas time. You can literally create these for parents who have children, for grandparents who have grandchildren, for aunties who want to be the good auntie or the good uncle. Even if you don't want to use it for that and you want to tell maybe your story or maybe some other type of story, okay? This is how you can do that in minutes. Content is a new currency. So you can create content and that will bring in you some cash flow. It will also bring you some customers, okay? They don't care to know who you are. Now, this is the name of my storybook. That fast. You see that? Rise of the Digital Hustlers is for young minority men and women, teaching them how important it is to get on this AI movement. That's what I told them. So I'm going to open it up like this. Okay, got my little cover. I think it's cute. I think it's popping. We're going to go ahead and go to the next one. Okay. The shutdown nobody expected. Travis wiped down the same counter he wiped 1,000 times. Except today the silence was heavy. The automated ordering system sign glowed where his coworker used to stand. They said the new kiosk saves the company time, he muttered, tossing the rag, but it cost me half my hours. The shutdown nobody expected. Jalen, scrolling through his phone, looked up, his brow furrowed. It's everywhere, T. It just laid off the whole IT department at the school because a single AI program can handle all the network maintenance. My scholarship grant is frozen. This inflation is hitting different. Auntie Zara's warning across the street. They spotted Mika practicing sharp choreography. Her usual fire muted. Suddenly her music cut out. A familiar voice called out from the doorway of the community center. Stop worrying about what's closing and start focusing on what's opening. This is a whole storybook. I'm not going to read it all, but peep it. Gave me the graphics, gave me the storybook. I can sell this. All I have to do is download this. I could sell this. I could turn it into a talking storybook. I could upload this on Amazon and have me this out by the holidays. Literally. This is what I would do, okay, to make extra money. It's the holidays. I can go in there and say, hey, make me a story about a little boy named Cameron or a little girl named Sadie whose parents' name is this and that. And that could be a Christmas gift. If you don't learn how to get ahead of this stuff, you will be replaced by this stuff. And then you will not have an ability to work and make an earnest living for yourself. You will not have the ability to go and provide food or raiment, clothing, anything of that sort for yourself. You will not be able to do that. I've been sharing with you guys for a cool minute now what has happened in China and what has happened in the UK and what is happening in other parts of the world, because they either did not take this serious or they just said, look, I absolutely refuse to be a part of your system, to be a part of your plan. And with that being said, I'm just going to live like this. Could be. I just want to pull it up here on the screen while I'm talking to y'all. So you see it again. I don't care if you didn't seen it before. You can see it again. And if you haven't saw it at all, you can see it for the first time. Hold on, let me let it go ahead and let it get queued up here. And I got some amazing opportunities for you guys, okay? If you want to take them, they're yours for the taking. Here we go. I'm going to play, but I'm not going to let it play with the music. But I'm just going to let you see. These are all the people who said no to their digital ID social credit scoring system. Says it right there at the bottom of the screen. Banned, broke, and homeless. These are not old people. These are young people. Pay attention to the footage. These are young people, right along with middle-aged people. If you don't obey, you don't play. And if you're not going down like this, you need to have your own system set up while you still can. While you still can. Am I talking about going to go open up a brick and mortar and building a shop a bit? No, that's not. When I say system, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a system where you're in control of how much money you're going to make and where and when, what time. You're in control of whether your family's going to have a roof over there. You're in control, not the government, not Uncle Sam, not Donald Trump, nobody else, not Social Security, not AFDC, not Section 8, not a workplace, not a boss, a co-worker, nobody but you. My own system. That if they ever decide to trip, cut me off, kick me out, fire me, say I can't do A, B, or C, or D, I have done what I needed to do to ensure that my family and myself, as I'm commanded to, is taken care of outside of that system. I don't know why my neck, need a massage, y'all. Need a massage. Whew. Okay. So while this is playing, I just wanted to describe to you what you're seeing. I want to talk about a workshop that I am having this weekend. Okay. It will be Sunday. I got all the information. I will be sending that out to a couple of you guys who signed up. But I am going to give you guys another opportunity, and I'm going to be going in a minute because I want to keep it short, sweet, and straight to the beat where people can actually come in and say, hey, I see what it is, and here's my way out. Do I want to take it or do I want to pass over it? Okay. I have a workshop that is coming up, or artisan intensive, because we're going to be covering a lot of things. If y'all want to learn how to do these storybooks, if y'all want to learn how to really make you a bag within the next 12 days, Christmas time, and how to continuously just have you something making you money, even while you're still working, even if you don't have no experience, even if you're on any form of government assistance, you got a plan B. It's $97. It's $97 that will teach you a skill that will continuously pay your bill. I don't care if you're not ready for it now. At least you will have something. Oh, I took that and I know how to do that. So if you cut this off, I'm good because I know how to do this. That is the importance of it all. It doesn't matter if you like this stuff. I don't like it myself. But life is about doing things you don't like so you can have the things that you do. Doing the things you don't like so you can have the things that you like. Okay? Doing the things you don't like to do so you can have the things that you like to have. The things that you dreamed about, things that you envision, things that you want. You got to learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's just the bottom line. The workshop is $97. I'm not only just going to teach you how to write storybooks, I'm going to teach you several different things that you can actually start making money on the day of the intensive. We're going to set it all up together. So it's not going to be a workshop where you just learn information. No, this is going to be an intensive. You're going to get the information, but you're also going to implement that. You're going to be able to have you something tangible in your hands that will make you money on demand. Okay? Type that. I need something tangible in my hands that will make me money on demand. Our ancestors, they had skills. They didn't have college degrees. They didn't have education. They had skills. They were able to build hieroglyphics. They were able to map off stuff. They were able to braid hair patterns and stuff to communicate with each other. They were able to survive. They had skills. You hear me? How was we able to go over here, start, making people gardens and plucking cotton? Because we learned a skill. We learned how to plant. We learned how to do that type of stuff. So then we were able to build all of the things that we see around us every single day. We learned skills. That has always been, the gift, and it will always be the gift. That's why we're giving gifts. They're presents to you. It's a skill that will pay the bills. You write a book one time, you get paid forever. You get paid forever. Okay? So I'm offering that to you guys. If you want access to that workshop happening in just a few days, where I'm going to show you how to make money multiple ways. Not only are you going to make money multiple ways, I'm going to give you, right? I'm going to give you some digital products that is already done for you. You ain't even got to worry about it. It's already done for you. Okay? And you can go ahead and sell it. We'll set it up. We'll have your website going where you can make sales. Your marketing will be handed to you. So literally all you got to do is post it. And you don't even got to do that. They have all kind of AI platforms that will post it for you. You set it and forget it. And now your money is making money, babies. Imagine turning $97 into $9,000. Imagine turning $97 into $100,000. I turned $97 from Grant Cardone, my very first investment, into $70,000. I still use it. I'm still making money off of it 5 years later. That is the type of investment we should be investing in. Stuff that will pay us forever. I don't care what goes on. I got skills. I got lots of skills. Okay? So with that being said, I ain't going to hold y'all too long on that. Let me move on to the next. I tell y'all all the time, whenever we start doing things by the boatloads, like it's too many of us disrupting, they start trying to put little regulations and rules on things that keep us locked out. That's the goal. Keep all of them locked out and let us keep what we have over here. So we just keep it in a circle. Keep it in the wealth community, right? Keep it in the circle. We don't want too many of them finding out about what we're doing, because then that will stop us from doing what we're doing. That's their mentality. So with that being said, I want to show you how to literally become your own bank. I think everybody should know how to have your own banking system set up by you. I'm not talking about no brick and mortar Chase building. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about how you can use natural resources that God gave us, such as land, okay? Such as digital assets, such as credit and funding, offering that to literally set up your own family bank, how to implement using a trust and keep this thing paid not only to you, but also to your family members, how to set yourselves up properly with the proper life insurance policy that each one, you and your family members, could have on each other that are worth millions and millions of dollars that you can literally borrow against because you're the bank. It's your money. You need to know the game in order to play the game. Okay? That workshop is going to be coming up the coming week, right? Not this weekend, but the coming week. I want to say Monday or Tuesday. You get all the details on that. It's the last Become Your Own Bank workshop that I'm going to do. I've taken a program out of my mentorships to teach people how to become your own bank. It is going to be vital. It is going to be so important that you have your own ecosystem set up. Okay? It's $97 for that. If you want that, put a 2 in the chat. If you want to come and learn how to make you a holiday hustle where you can do this every month because there's a holiday every month, that's $97. If you want to learn how to be your own bank and play the game that the wealthy play, then I dare you to pull up. Invest in yourself. $97 is going to go to somebody. Starbucks, Olive Garden, the gas station, a light bill, and you can't get no return on that. You are worth a $97 investment. Put a 2 in the chat if you want that. I will not offer these offline. These are on live only. Online live only offers. Okay? It's the way I'm doing things. You either get in or you stay out. But you have opportunities. You don't have to let you see on the screen be your portion. Get with a community of other people who are not going down like this. That way, if your family ain't really on board or they want to trip out or they don't believe in you, you feel all alone, listen. You have a family that you have created, a community of other like-minded individuals that say, hey, you can come over this way if you need to. You by yourself, you single, hey, we got a spot for you. Hey, you need this, we'll ship that out to you. You need a community. Okay? It's biblical. Communities have been here since the beginning of time. Okay? So those are the only low ticket offers that I have for you guys. Opportunities, $97. The next one is going to be, I have some apps that are for sale. Now, everybody is out here learning how to make digital twins, digital clones. These things are working for people, so you don't have to work for yourself. They show up when you don't want to while you're doing everything else. And it's very profitable to have your own app where people can literally just go make their own AI twin, upload a photo of themselves, have their own AI twin that will make them money while they sleep. I have some apps for like nail technicians. Hey, if you want to, have your portfolio looking on fleek, there is a website that pays you for feet pictures. So I have an app for that as well. Okay. I have several apps that I am selling that you could own without you coding, without you creating any of that. I have these apps for sale. I'm only selling these apps to 5 people. Why? Because these apps will generate you lots of money. I tell y'all the story all the time. During the gold rush, it was not the miners that got rich. It was the people that sold the shovels. So this is something new that I'm offering to you. These are apps. Like DoorDash is an app. Facebook is an app. Instagram is an app. Uber is an app. These are apps that are already created. You don't have to anything. Okay, and you can start getting to the bag fast. The apps are $250. Already done for you. You can even resell the app because I'm giving you resellers rights. Okay, you can resell the app if that's something you want to do, or you can just make money off of it. You can resell the same app to multiple people. But this gives you a very valuable digital asset that most people don't even have an opportunity, I mean, at all. This is your meal ticket, if that's what you want to call it. This is your meal ticket. I don't see not nobody selling apps. Why? Because these apps are what makes you money. These apps are what makes you people money. Netflix is an app. It had made them billions of dollars. Literally. Social media, YouTube, these are apps. Online banking, that's an app. DoorDash, Instacart, apps. Grubhub, Uber Eats, all of these things are apps. So I'm giving y'all something that is irresistible. You pass up on that, I don't know what to tell you. You can be the owner of your own app. And not only will you make money, but you will build your own ecosystem. Why? Because people have to literally give you their email and their names in order to utilize your app. So if you wanted to come back with, hey, watch my YouTube video I just dropped. Hey, join my community over here. Hey, I'm giving a discount to everybody on my email list. You know what I'm saying? About X, Y, and Z. And you can make money that way just off your email list. Okay. I'll explain everything to you if you are one of the ones. You put a 3 in the chat. If you want your own personalized app, yours. And somebody say, hey, I want this type of app. And you can have that type of app built. But the apps that I'm selling are the apps that are in demand. The apps that I'm selling are the apps that are in demand. And you can have your own app that you didn't have to go spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, because literally these apps, the vibing, all of that, the code, all of that takes hours, days, months, money, more money, fixing this bug, more money, ain't no bugs. Okay, so I'm gonna move on from that. If you want that, you have an opportunity. I only have 5 spots available, and I have 5 apps in different niches. Okay, AI twin, AI clone, the nail technician, hair, beauty salon, stylists, different things of that sort, making their photos, for their brand, for their business, for their magazines, for their advertisement, their promos. They can literally just go in there and say, hey, here's some hairstyles that I did. I need you to make me some flyers, some discount flyers, or hey, I'm running this sale and on this styles particularly, and now they have content that they can just upload and get sales on autopilot. Okay, so that's that with that. Anybody here got a story? I don't want to bore y'all. If anything that I am offering here is not for you, we can just break up right now. Okay, because literally I'm hopping off in 8 minutes. I don't want to waste your time. Don't want you to waste my time, beloveds. Okay, I'm here to help. I'm gonna always do what God told me to do. Always. Whether I get 1 amen or none. Whether I get 50,000 views or just 3. Doesn't matter. I'm always going to follow the leading of God. Once I know that it works for me, you have led me. Not that he will ever mislead me, but you have led me in the way that I should go. Now, my due diligence, my job is to go back in obedience and feed his sheep. Go call the tribe. Okay? That's my job. Let me stop this over here because I see it stop. Oh, I did not want to do that. Okay, because I don't know what's playing on that, but I'll let that play in the background. Okay, so I have that coming up. Well, the apps, those are available. First come, first serve. You swoop them up, they're yours, and yeah, show you how to make money from them. If you want to go and create your own apps, you know, you can do that as well. Um, Also, I'm looking for 3 people, and this is an opportunity. Okay, hear me clearly. This is an opportunity that will change your life. And me and my mentor, I'm only looking for 3 people who literally want to write their book. Okay, they want to make their book a bestseller. They want to do a anthology with me and a couple of others, and then map out our millionaire status by taking stages, podcasting, or going on radio shows, different things of that sort, red carpeted events for our books. Um, I'm looking for just 3. My mentor said just 3. The templates for your books, everything, right? Everything that you need, we will write your book in one single day. Okay, we will do that. Um, I will give you access to a system that writes your book, do your book cover, do the back of your cover, have you uploaded to Amazon KDP, turns into a Kindle book. Okay. Thereafter that, we're going to launch an aggressive plan to make you bestseller. Okay. Um, we're going to do it, and this is just 3 people. That's it. 3 people. Write your story. Okay. We're going to have a little filming of your story. We're going to do an anthology together, you, myself, and 2 others. And then we're going to book for podcasts, for schools, for radios, news stations, different things of that sort. Pretty much, I'm going to take you with me. Okay. I'm going to take you with me on this journey that we're going on. And we're going to do it together. And this is only for 3 people. Only for 3 people. And when I say 3 people, it's only for 3 people. And the price is, I already know. When I put it out here, it's going to be gone. Okay. You can actually do this for $297. And the reason why my mentor and I is doing this for $297 is because there is such a great demand, and not only a great demand, but a great audience for storytellers. It's going to take you places and open doors for you that no man can open or shut. It would literally be God. And he is looking for 3 success stories that he could use for his project over in the Dominican Republic. I think that's how you say it. He has uprooted himself from the United States to go over there and help those that are impoverished, different things of that sort. So opening up not just domestic doors, but international doors. He's doing this as a project, and he's offering this for $297. So you can literally go with me. I'm only going to take 3 people on this journey with myself. If you are one of those 3 people, speak now. I'll forever hold your peace. Okay? Whether that's you over here on Instagram, I can only take 3. If you don't know much about Dr. T, then I would definitely tell you to go Google me. I am an author times 2. Okay? Same thing I'm telling you, I have already done it. I have already done it. And I think it's a great opportunity. I wish somebody would help me with my books when I was writing them. I wish somebody would have opened up some doors for me. I wish. It's one thing to write the books, but now I need to get it to the right people. And your net worth will be determined by your network. So my mentor is doing this right in time. It's a season of giving, but this is a project near and dear to his heart. I want to use your success story, your story, to take it internationally and open doors for you. Okay? Is anybody, I know the Lord ain't sent me here to waste your time or my time. I will say that. Doesn't matter if you in the bushes on the fence. I know God didn't send me here for no reason. Okay? So $297 before it be $2,997. Bottom line. I always try to come throw y'all offers and discounts first. Just keep that in mind. I always come to y'all first. Okay. I know a lot of people that follow me. I know a lot of people that are connected to me. They need a way out. So I come here to y'all first. Don't nobody care about no Santa Claus. Don't nobody care about no Christmas presents. Okay. If you're going to give a gift that will sustain your people in your presence and even in your absence. Last but never least, or should I even mention this opportunity? I might come back and mention this opportunity because I'm right at an hour and 30 minutes. And I don't want to be longer than that. I don't want to get into the 2 hour mark or any of that. It's getting pretty lengthy, and I don't want my video that lengthy, okay? So I think that I'm going to stop there with those opportunities. It's a once and done type of situation, okay? I'm not going to bring it up anymore. I may announce the workshop, okay? One more time if I find a time to come by here and offer it one more time. If not, it's just the end of that, okay? Excuse me. The Be Your Own Bank, I will not be offering that workshop at all, okay? You have to be in my mentorship, which is included in my mentorship, in order to get access to that. I'm not going to ever beg you to teach you how to become wealthy, to teach you how to become independent on your own system and, not relying upon this one, because this one ain't for you. It ain't for me. It ain't for none of us. It's for them. And also with the apps, you're not going to get an opportunity with them apps, not unless you're paying me $5,000 to $10,000. Okay. So something that I am doing so my cousins can get in a better position. Something that I'm doing. And then your story, okay, when that door shuts, it's just shut. So I would consider everything that I mentioned low ticket. 97, 97, 250, 297. Think that that's very low ticket and affordable. Okay. I think that that's very low ticket and affordable. And I think I forgot to mention this about government contracts, but I will come back and mention that on the next live if the good Lord allows me to see that one. If you are a mother, if you are a woman, if you got children, go get you an LLC like that, same day services, and get you up to $250,000. Okay, minimum credit score at least a 540. I can get you $250,000 of funding off tops. And then if you a mother or a woman with an LLC, there's some schools and all kind of stuff that got a lot of government contracts for you right now. But like I said, I'm gonna keep this short. And the next time I will, mention it the next time you see me. I can't make a promise when that will be, but the next time you see me, I will make it my business to mention that. That being said, I love y'all. Any questions for me? Instagram fam, you already know, hit the DM. Hit the DM if you are interested in any of the opportunities that I offered. If they are still available, I will definitely respond and let you know. If they not, I will also respond and let you know that those opportunities are gone. Okay. I already know once I hit TikTok, once I hit LinkedIn, it's a wrap. And I don't mind, my business is not discriminatory of anybody, but I want to always try to come by here and bring it to my cousins first and foremost because I love y'all and I do want to see y'all prosper. I know God loves you and He wants to see you prosper. He does not want to see us hurt. He does not want to see us broken. He does not want to see us lacking, unable to provide for ourselves. That is just not what this is. That is just not what this is. Okay? So I came by as a messenger of hope. I love y'all. There's no questions being asked. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.